Hello everybody, Ruby Retrograde Talente here, and today I'll be presenting to you a French deck that I picked up while out and about in the city. It caught my eye, or impulse got me by the neck. One of the two. I ended up getting it. Without further ado, it is called Pocket Oracle de la Destinée. So, Pocket Oracle of Destiny. Yeah, we're gonna say it like this. Yeah, and it is created by Esteban Frédéric. It is published by Let me double check who it's published by. It's under the collection Oracle de Poche, and I believe it might be them too that published it. Let me just double check. But anyways, as you can see, it is a mini size small deck of cards that is small enough that you can, toss it in your bag, maybe even in your pocket if your pockets are deep enough to carry it around. They have a whole series of like small size oracle that they call La Collection Oracle de Poche. Also, there you go. So it's published by Exergue. And so yeah, so they have this whole section where they have like, I believe they're all that size, if not maybe like those thin rectangular ones that are smaller, on various type of oracles. So this one I liked out of all of them I saw. And if we read the back of it, it says that okay, finally a little oracle to bring along with us, a divination tool and decision maker. This coffret, this box, we'll call it, will become your road companion to lighten your everyday in the domains of romance, in the romantic, professional, finance, health, and romantic domains, or for personal growth. This box has 50 cards and a little guidebook that explains it. So we already can see from the back what the cards will look like. And this is a little bit about Esteban Frédéric, which is basically this person is a medium. He's a cartomancer. He's also a voyant, like a seer. Clairvoyant. There we go. And if you want to check him out, there he is. So let's open it up. It is just a little cardboard box with magnets to keep it closed. Opens up like a book. They're kind of strong magnets, I have to say. And then inside, let's see what we have. Nothing too fancy. Here is the booklets that they talk about. Stapled. We can check it out after. Smells not too bad because I am a book sniffer and card sniffer. Here are the cards then. And already we can see right out of the box, because a little bit kind of came out. These are new in terms of edge colors. I have not seen a deck with this deep, like chocolate coffee brown, like it's a metallic color. It's very beautiful. That is very nice. The cards, like I mentioned, they are rather small. Let me grab a tarot card so we have an idea of what they look like. So this is a standard, like regular size tarot deck. If I put this one together, yeah, here we are. Not much in terms of width have been taken out. And if we're looking at the top here, I want to guess that it's about 2 centimeters shorter from the top. So it's not super mini, but it's still small size enough. And the back of the cards, we can faintly see this sun design. And we also saw, as we were looking, that there are different colors to the backs. Probably, like they mentioned at the back of the box, for like, the romance and the finance and the health, etc., etc., etc. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. I don't know if the camera actually picks up the difference between, this is I'm gonna say like a navy blue, and this is a deep purple. So I'm not sure that it actually picks. Okay, here next side to side, you can see the difference, just as an FYI. So maybe might be some issue if some of you guys have a bit of color blindness. The cards are not reversible, as you can see, because it is not a symmetrical design. Not that it matters, I will say, because for these style of oracles where it's just, you know, a simple little thing, I don't know, most times I don't think they're really flipped upside down. So now let us get a little bit closer and we can check what we have. So here, as we can see how the card is built up, we have the name of the card, the number, and then we have, I'm guessing, depending what it is, it's a little plus or a little there. So whether it's more positive or more negative. Oh, and also card stock, I mean, not too bad. It's not thick, I will say. There's no core, however. Like I did that and I kind of left my card a bit bent. Glossy finish. Smooth. Maybe a bit stiff, but it's still flexible. So let's start flipping through and discover the cards. As you know, being the extraordinaire translator that I am, I will do the translating automatically as I see the cards, and I will not have issues finding my words like I do, whether it's French to English or English to French. All right, guys, so let's start with épanouissement amoureux, which is, see, we're already starting here. It's already giving me trouble. With a romantic start, we'll call it. Then profound communication. A new meeting. A reinforced engagement. So deepening relations or deepening links. A clarity. Relationship conflicts. Emotional distance. So we can clearly see when it's something a bit more negative, like an emotional distance, we have the little negative aspects going on here. Then an emotional rupture, again, with the negative. And the art, I would say, is communicates the meaning of the title pretty well too. Misunderstanding. A relationship, like relationship deception or love deception. Now we are in the blue sections, which I believe have to do with family stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So now we have a family harmony. Important meeting. Professional collaboration. Strengthened friendships. Life balance, or work-life balance, we can say, because here we definitely have work and love, so work-life balance. Familial conflicts. Relationship or friendship discord. Professional conflicts. Although I will say, side note, if this is happening, this is more than just a professional conflict. This is one of those write everything down black on white and report. I don't care who you are. So social isolation. Betrayal. Here we are now in the green, so that's probably the health part, especially with renewed vitality. Emotional balance. Alternative health, or alternative health. What is that term again? Alternative medicine type of thing. So alternative care, basically. Stress management. Positive energy. A health challenge. Mental fatigue. I feel that is me. By the time Friday comes after work, right there. Physical exhaustion or physical fatigue. Anxiety. A rupture of balance. Yeah, like a disturbance of the balance. Here, I'm guessing, since it seems to be more health-wise, I'm guessing this is kind of like your immune system takes a hit and you get sick. Now, professional success. We're probably in the financial or work aspects now. Financial opportunity. Work satisfaction or career satisfaction even. Financial stability. I like that it shows that it's so stable you can make a pyramid with them dollar bills. I don't know about y'all's currency, but I'm very sure I wouldn't be able to do that with my bills. Then we have career growth. A professional challenge or a career challenge. Financial constraints. Professional insatisfaction. Oh boy. I have felt this expression when it's like, what is this email? What are you trying to tell me? And what is going on? Missed opportunity. Financial instability. And now maybe that's more about the self, because I'm seeing a personal growth. Interior revelation. So maybe interior insight or revelatory insight. Inner joy. Inner happiness. Self-actualization or self-realization. Journey of self. So I get the sense is like when you're trying to find yourself. A remise en question. It's like what I call a come to Jesus moment, but it's when you kind of have this you kind of question yourself. So it's a personal self-questioning moment. Right? Hold on, let me double check, because right now I feel like I'm explaining it, but not precisely. Yeah, so you're like self-questioning. So it's just you're self-questioning yourself. And this here is a spiritual challenge. Personal deception or self-deception. Obstacle to self-realization. Loss of self or loss of senses. We'll say it like this, because it's not necessarily that you lost yourself, but you kind of lost your you kind of lost track, lost directions. And there we go. We've now come to the end of the 50 cards. Tell me what y'all think. As you can see, it's pretty short, to the point, pretty nice. We have our 5 categories with the plus and the minus, which kind of, you know, just if you're looking real quickly, whether it's plus or minus, it's going to give you a quick idea whether it's a negative aspect or a more positive aspect. Now, before I shuffle these cards together, I just want to see in the booklet whether it's one of those where they suggest splitting them in their different topics and shuffling, or if it's one of those just throw it all together. Because the thing is, because all the backs are different, you'll know when you're shuffling, you'll know, especially if you're one to just grab the first one from the top, you'll already know which what's the subject or what you're gonna pick, what realm you're picking. So again, the guidebook, like I mentioned, it's just simple stapled booklet. We have our table of contents with some drawing methods. Then after that, we have the section on the meaning of the cards. So it's separated by themes. So theme 1, which is romantic relations. Then we have social relations, health, which is in green, a career and work, and money, which is orange, and then self-actualization or self-growth, which is in purple. And then a little bit about the author. So let me see what they say about the méthode de tirage. So methods for pulling cards. So here the creator starts off by saying each can create their own drawing convention. However, if you are new, to begin, it is preferable to adopt a method already proven. We propose 3 methods adapted to the level of answers that you'd like to get, from the more concise to the most developed. So it has in total 25 negative and 25 positive cards. And depending on the number of cards, like the number of positive and negative cards you've pulled, you can determine in a snapshot if the answer to your question is overall favorable or unfavorable. Then you can interpret the cards to understand all the subtleties of the answer. Then let's see, what else? Okay, then we have example for spreads. We have 3 card spreads, past, present, and future. Then we have thematic, which is a spread to have a complete answer on a unique theme. So for this one, you would select the cards that the themes, or the cards that represent the theme of the question that you have. So if it's a question about romantic relationship, you'd pick all the red cards. If it's social, the blue cards, etc., etc. Then you would mix them up. You would draw 5, and then you would answer. And then this is the cross spread. Okay, so then you would just put it in the spread, in a cross spread. Then after that, 25 cards. This is the Wheel of Destiny, where you would mix all the cards together. And you would just pull 5 cards for each theme, etc. So I guess depending here, reading it real quickly, if you can do it different way. If you know you have a question that has to do with love, you could go straight with only these cards and then ask your question, pull cards, and get an answer from that. Or you can kind of mix it all together. I will say the downside, if you decide to go topic only, because there's only 10 cards per section, it will make it like kind of a rather thin deck to mix together. So I don't know how you feel about that. For me, it feels a bit thin. It doesn't feel like much card to shuffle over. But in our case, you know what? Let's just go all chaotic. Let us just mix all the cards together. Oh yeah, no. I had a feeling this would happen, and I knew it. It's rather stiff in terms of riffle shuffling. It's not quite good. You have to position yourself very well to be able to riffle shuffle them, and even them, there's a stiffness to them. You definitely would have to be careful. Okay, well, this one came out, so we'll go with this one. You definitely will have to be careful if you riffle shuffle not to overextend and overbend by accident. I definitely see these cards as the type to, if you overbend, they will leave a crease, if not crack, just by the feel of them. Like when I riffle shuffle them face down, I don't know, it really doesn't feel that well. It doesn't feel that good. I mean, let me just try it on the, even this side. I don't like, yeah, no. It's not a good riffle shuffler, I will say that. The cardstock is not the best for that. The glossy finish, however, does make it's pretty smooth to shuffle, so there is that. So I guess I will be overhand shuffling for all of them. But anyways, let us stop shuffling. One card fell out, which was Strengthened Friendships, which is card number 14. Let's check it out, which is in the blue section, number 14. Oh, wait. Okay, so basically, if I'm looking at a page, here is card number 14. It's very, like, what, 1 sentence, 2 sentences per card? Very little. Yeah, and I think everything holds. So, for example, I'm in the blue section. All the positive cards, all 5 of them hold on 2 pages. And then the negative cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, only because these two seem to be more meaty. Like, not even 2 pages and a half. All right, so here we are. This is number 14. Once again, the card looks like that. So the strengthening of your friendship ties brings you joy and support. Now I know, like, basically the friendship that you're holding. So your friendship is stronger and it brings you support and joy. Like, very to the point. Let me just grab the next card that fell, which was Financial Instability, number 40. It's very, very short. Number 40, there we go. So financial instability. In the next month, your budget could face some important fluctuations. It is important to not take anything for granted, even during favorable periods. Plan your expenses with care and ensure to keep what's the thing with maneuver? A breadth of maneuver? And ensure to leave yourself enough maneuver or enough rope. Here, we'll say it like that. Ensure to leave yourself enough rope to be able to face any unexpected situation. This one is, I almost feel like this might be the one with the most wording. But anyways, as you can see, for these definition, very short, very sweet, very direct. It comes across like this oracle would be the style that is like, here's the information, there you go, there you go, there you go. Like, no floweriness, no introduction, middle, and end. It's the sentence, that's it, and that's all. That's what you get. And then you have your plus and your minuses. Like, don't ask me no more. I've said what I said, and I mean what I say. That's the kind of the vibe I get from those. And then in terms of that oracle, this is quite of an interesting oracle. I feel like, as you mentioned, it's one of those, if you tend to read oracles maybe in a predictive style, or yeah, is that the word I'm looking for? Predictive style. It's the That might be something that would interest you if it's one of the you like to have like yes no questions, or you see people that have a lot of yes no questions. This would help you probably determine a pretty simple yes or no based on what is out in front of you. I do like the concept of, if there's a specific topic, pick up all the cards in that one colored section and then shuffle and get your cards. I do like that. However, I think I would like it better if there were more cards per section. So instead of 10, maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20. Maybe or maybe I'm just looking for too much. It might just be me, but if there were a bit more cards, but then again, it would also beat the whole purpose of a pocket oracle, which is something that you can just have, easy to carry. That's not like a big stack of cards. So I do get that part as well. And it reminds me, looking at this section, it reminds me, I don't know if any of you remember this. I don't know how many years ago now, maybe 5 or 10 at this point, BuzzFeed had an oracle that was similar. And I have, and you know what? I'm going to pull it out so I can show you what I mean. Okay, I am back. And this is the oracle I was talking about, the BuzzFeed oracle cards. I don't know if you've seen it way back when. I got mine while I was, most likely at Indigo. It definitely was at Indigo. Pretty sure that's where I ordered it from. And if you can see it, this one has 100 cards. So it's definitely a lot more. The size, oh, it looks like it's like the same actually. Yeah, the size are the same. What? Did one get inspired by the other? But okay, so as you can see, the BuzzFeed had different sections. So for example, you had environment, colors, nostalgia. Was it just 4? I thought it was 5. Animals. Yeah, okay. So it was just 4 sections. Could have sworn it was 5. And then each of them had different things. So for example, fox. Oh, are all my cards backwards? So for the animals, you had different animals. Then for the nostalgia, it's just things like that. Then for colors, obviously we have colors. And then environment. And then each of these cards, I will say for the BuzzFeed Oracle cards, it was a bit abstract because just reading, for example, double tap pink, it didn't give you much in terms of feeling unless you felt like really into being intuitive or something like that. But see, like you'd have keywords for each of them. Actually, why did I never think of writing them on the cards? Because as you can see, it's almost the same principle as this pocket oracle, this Destinée pocket oracle, where it's just this and then a small little thing and then go with whatever comes to mind. So I think this is very similar. And I even think in the booklet it was about the same method of spreads, whereas either you mix it all together or take a section and pull the cards that you want. Again, very similar. So I guess if you don't necessarily vibe with that one, either because it's French or whatever reason. Okay, I'm dropping my cards already. This is nice. You can, I guess, give the BuzzFeed one a try. Although it doesn't have the romantic section. It's very, colors, environment, and all of that. So that's that for this one. But, even if you want to go with this one, but you're not too sure because it's French, the text and the sentences are so short. It's not overly complicated. The language is not, overly technical or, yeah, overly technical or overly complicated, you pass it through, you know, even Google Translate should be able to not mess up that badly. Like, or Deeple, like use Deeple. Better results with Deeple than Google Translate. But if you happen to already have Google Translate on your phone, it should not be messing up the translation that badly. Otherwise, like I mentioned, like very short to the point, clear, concise, not too much issues. My only, I would say, downside or things that I like less was the cardstock itself. It feels cardboardy. That's what it is. You know what? That's what it is. It feels cardboardy, and trying to riffle shuffle them together is difficult, and I didn't really like my experience with it. But otherwise, as you can see, like the art even kind of, to me, I find it speaks for itself. So even if you don't remember what things mean, I mean, this one, for example, I like it communicates pretty well some disagreement or some argument, not seeing eye to eye. I think there's even a chain. Oh no, it's little what do we call it? Lightning. So it's not it's the images are very communicative, so that is also a plus. So otherwise, let me finish this here, and let me know what you think of Pocket Oracle, or Destiny Pocket Oracle of Destiny. Figure out how you want to say it, but that's basically what it is. It's created by Esteban Frédéric. As always, if you're one to pair up oracles and tarot, let me know what you think. Looking at them, I was not sure, but now that the more that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking maybe Life is Like a Board Game by Crystal Jenner. I'm think like, because it's, if you've seen that deck before, it's pretty clean. It doesn't have like extra graphic, unless you took the other version that you can swap up the major cards. But in terms of the minors, I feel like these would go well together. But in any case, let me stop blabbering on and leave you to it. As always, thank you for stopping by to watch my unboxing. Let me know what you think of this oracle. Is it something that you would go and get, or would you maybe wait for the off chance that, who knows, maybe in some faraway future they decide to translate it in English, or it's just not your cup of tea? Let me know all of that, please, down there. And as always, I will give you the details where to get it, whether it's Indigo or Renombré or Amazon or your local internet bookstore. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time, right? Bye.